Hello guys, it's the Z Hat today, and I wanted to create a video for you guys on my decision to mod my PlayStation Vita and how life has felt after modding my PS Vita, because this has been something that I've been contemplating for the longest time. And you guys, subscribers from like my videos from 3 years ago, have said, hey Z Hat, mod the PS Vita, do this, you can get custom themes, you can get any game you want. And I finally did it. I caved in, and guys, I understand it now. I feel like Thanos with the Infinity Stones. I feel like I have everything in my hands now with like a modded PS Vita. You can see my physical games in the background. You're probably wondering, now that I've modded my PS Vita, what am I going to do with these physical games? I'm not by any means going to get rid of them. I have an attachment to things like this. I mean, in the future, it could be a lot of money for physical games like this, but that's not the point. I just love my PS Vita and I don't want to get rid of any games. And just in case I get another PS Vita and I don't decide to mod that one, I can just use these physical games, which would be cool. But to crack on with the video, I want to show you guys what you can do with a modded PS Vita, and I want to show you guys how it comes from my perspective as someone who's had the PS Vita for 10 years and is only now deciding to mod it. I want to show you guys what it's like to mod a PS Vita, and if you should go with it, the benefits, the drawbacks. And let's crack on with the video, man. So as you can see, I'm gonna turn the volume up quickly. I don't know if you can hear the Flash custom theme from the CW show. I've got a Flash custom theme running. You can see reverse flash in the top corner right here. And what this does is, so let me bring you over to, I must stress that I did this I modded my PS Vita within 5 minutes without a computer using YouTube. And I'm not a computer savvy guy, I'm not tech savvy. And that's weird because I'm in Gen Z, so that's like, what are you doing? It seems like I'm in the wrong generation. But I'm glad I waited till now, because I have tried to do it before and I couldn't use a PC to do it. I just couldn't get my brain around it. But I managed to do it in 5 minutes just using my PS Vita. And I just followed YouTube videos out there. But let's crack on with the video now. So what I've got here is a plugin called Custom Themes Manager. I think that's what it's called, a plugin. Not too sure. And I'm not the most knowledgeable about this stuff, guys, so forgive me if I use the wrong vocabulary. You guys will correct me anyway. I've got a bunch of custom themes that I've installed. So I've got JoJo's Golden Wind, one of my top three favorite animes. I've got some One Piece themes right here, as you can see. I've got some Last of Us themes, which is one of my favorites. You got Sam Raimi's Spider-Man theme, and I'm just going to leave it on this one because I know this is nostalgic for a lot of people. So if I turn my PS Vita off, you can see Sam Raimi's Spider-Man, or Tobey Maguire's I should call him, because he's the one in the suit. And then I turn on the PS Vita and you can hear Sam Raimi, Danny Elfman's Spider-Man theme from Spider-Man 2, and boy is that incredible. So I'm just going to leave that on for a bit. I'm going to turn it down slightly. Hope you guys can hear. And now into the actual reason why you should mod a PS Vita. So why should you? You should because it gives you access to a plethora of games that you would not have otherwise. So why do I stress? So one, you can use a 256 gigabyte memory card, a 500 gigabyte memory card, or 1 terabyte memory card, and you can get that for cheaper than you can get the actual PS Vita proprietary storage card, which I got an 8 gigabyte one for at least £30 back in the day, I think, whereas I just bought a 256 gigabyte memory card for £17 on Amazon, and it is allowing me to download hundreds of games. I think hundreds might be an exaggeration, but a lot of games. So far I've downloaded some Ben 10 games because I've always been a big Ben 10 fan, and I missed the PS3 generation and I missed the PSP generation, so I actually haven't had a chance to play through the Ben 10 games. I've played Protector of Earth, and that was on DS. So you can see I've got the Ben 10 Ultimate Alien Cosmic Destructions, and I can't wait to delve into these games. And then I've got access to One Piece Pirate Warriors 3, just a bunch of games that like I would have had to pay a lot of money for on the PS Vita physically, now that they're not being sold brand new anymore, or I wouldn't have been able to get because the PlayStation Store doesn't fully work anymore. So you got Sonic Transformed, I got this physically anyway. You got Angry Birds, Sly Cooper, a bunch of PSP games, a bunch of PS Vita games, and you can access PS1 games as well. So where do you get these games? So what you do is you go into PKG, which is like basically the PlayStation Store on steroids. So as you see, every single game here is PS Vita games that I can download within minutes. As you can see, I've got 136 gigabytes left out of my 256 gigabyte card, I believe it is. So it's a lot of space, so you don't need to worry unless you're using a PS Vita proprietary memory card, as to which I say rest in peace, because you're not really going to get anywhere with that. So as you can see, I got all these games like to access, and then if I press triangle, I can go down to show PSP games, and now you can see a bunch of PSP games that I've got access to, which I can download. So you've got 2010 FIFA World Cup, you've got GTA Chinatown Wars, which I will be downloading, don't worry about that. You've got GTA Liberty City Stories, you've got Tomb Raider Legend, you've got Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell. So that's some of the things that I really love about the PS Vita. I went from having at least 5 games on my PS Vita at a time, and you guys can see here, I've got a lot more than 5 games, but I can only have 5 on my PS Vita at a time, just because my 8 gigabyte proprietary memory storage card would only allow that. And plus, I didn't have any more games because these are the only physical games I got during my 10-year tenure of the PS Vita. I can't speak, guys. I'm so excited to show you guys this. But yeah, these are the only physical games I have, and they take up a lot of storage. So the fact that I've got a 256 gigabyte memory card now helps a lot, and it also means that I can have a lot more games on my PS Vita without having to worry about storage. So you guys can see, I've barely scratched the surface. There's people out there with a lot more games than me, but as I go down, there's just so many games for me to play now. And there's games that I wish I've played in the past, but I couldn't. So I've got J-Star's Victory Versus Plus, which is like the original Jump Force. I've got Uncharted Golden Abyss, which I've always wanted to play, but haven't had the chance to, just because it's expensive, or I couldn't get it on the PlayStation Store anymore. I've even got Ultimate Spider-Man, which is a game that I used to play on the iPad years ago, but I couldn't find anymore. So it was to my surprise when I modded my PlayStation Vita and I saw this here. It was a warm welcome. And I've got a bunch of other games that I'm downloading, and games that are in the process of downloading. So as you guys can see, I've got Jack and Daxter Collection, I've got PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale, Killzone Mercenary, I've got 2 FIFA 13s downloading, and I'm gonna cancel 1. So yeah, the benefits of, and let me just change the theme throughout the video just to keep things fresh for you guys. So where I go to is Custom Themes Manager, as you can see. And one other thing that I'm gonna stress to you is that a modded PS Vita allows you to play any PS Vita game. The PS Vita should have been backwards compatible with PSP games. I have to say, that was a blunder on Sony's part as well. I always think that consoles should always be backwards compatible because it's like consumer friendly. So just like how I think the PS5 and PS4 should have been backwards compatible with PS3, they should have been backwards compatible with PSP games. So modded PS Vitas just only allow you to do that in general. It enables you to do something that you should have been able to in the first place. You get more like storage, you get access to custom themes. I'm barely scratching the surface, guys. So once I mod it even further and download more stuff, I'll create another video with like a more in-depth look at other features. But I'm just showing you the basics for now because I only modded mine a couple days ago. And yeah, but if you're asking me the drawbacks, there's not really any drawbacks except that I wouldn't put my PlayStation ID, I wouldn't log in with my PlayStation account just because I wouldn't want to get banned from PlayStation. So I think most games I'm going to be playing offline, it may seem for now, but I mean, if I want to play online, I'll just go on my PS5 and just play games there. I would also say that the physical games, as you can see here, the physical games that I've got, most of them I've actually platinumed and 100%ed. So the fact that I now have a modded PS Vita means that I do have the choice to re-download these games again, but I don't have the data from these games because now I'm using a new memory card. So that's a shame. I can't just hop in and just use my fully completed save file and just like free roaming. Like, let's say, for example, The Amazing Spider-Man. I actually now have to go back and recomplete the full game. So I won't be downloading, I will be downloading these games again, the physical games, but I won't actually be playing them properly just because I've already done that, been there, done that. So I actually want to have a chance to play new games. And for trophy hunters, I think you can pop trophies on this, but at your own risk, because if you log in and PlayStation can connect this to your account and see that you're popping trophies or you're cheating or you're popping trophies by cheating, I think you can get banned. So that's just a disclaimer, just to be careful there. I just want to give you guys some information. I'm not the most knowledgeable, so I'm just letting you know my thoughts. And another thing I'd say is join if you've got Reddit. Reddit is a great app. It just allows you to join different communities, even a lot of niche communities as well, that you wouldn't find elsewhere outside of Reddit. Join our Vita piracy, join Vita subreddits, because you can connect with people and people will show you different homebrews to download, different ways you can download different games, different PSP, PS1, PS Vita games that you can download that you may not find on here, for example. So I'm going to try and download the Transformer games. I'm going to try and download the Sam Raimi Spider-Man games, because you can't find every single PSP and PS Vita game here. You can find every single PS Vita game here, my bad guys, but you can't find every single PSP and PS1 game here. Sometimes you're actually going to have to use your computer or something and try and download them to your storage card and then put it on your PlayStation Vita. But so far, guys, the modded PS Vita, I love it so much, man. The custom themes itself just made it worth it. I'm just going to switch to the JoJo's one, because I know JoJo's is a big anime. As you can hear Freaking You by Jodeci. I don't know if you can hear it because my mic is close to my mouth, but you got like the themes, you got Beacharity in the background, you got Mister, and then the themes have music as well, respective to their franchise, so that's even cooler. I think the modders are just doing what Sony should have done, guys, and Sony should have supported this a lot more, because the PS Vita was way ahead of its time, and now that I've got a fully modded PS Vita, I think it's going to rival game time with the PS5. I really think I'll be using this as much as I was using my PS5. So the PS5's got competition. It's got to step up now. And let me know what you guys think of modded PS Vitas. And let me slow down. And let me know what your favorite modded PS Vita games are and what games I should download. Thank you for watching, guys. I really appreciate you guys when you comment, like, and subscribe. Peace out.